We are extremely disappointed with the judgment.
If you're planning on taking buses and metros throughout the weekend, you might want to start thinking about a backup plan. That's because a labor tribunal gave the green light to STM bus and metro operators to walk off the job after deciding that essential services will be maintained well enough during the strike to keep the public safe. That means that Montreal could be walking into a full weekend without public transit, except for paratransit services, that is, unless a deal is reached beforehand.
Every weekend, we expect to have 80 to 100 clients at night. I've seen this number dropping of like 30% easily.
That's Old Port restaurant owner Mike Lafaille, who says the incoming weekend strike is making him brace for impact.
People come from everywhere to come to visit the Old Port. It doesn't motivate them.
He says business has dipped since transit disruptions began and says the only thing he can do is hold out hope the dispute will soon come to an end.
At least the month of December, the government should really give us a break.
The tribunal held a public hearing Monday where community groups, including food banks, warned the strike could affect vulnerable residents. Commuter advocacy group Trajectoire Québec, who was present at the hearing, says that the tribunal is not being proactive enough to prevent serious consequences.
We just fear that they wait for some people dying from complication or then they will be able to say, okay, we need essential service, here's the proof.
According to STM officials, talks between themselves and the Bus and Metro Operators Union had taken place throughout Thursday, saying that they underwent 30 hours of negotiations and will continue at the bargaining table up until the potential strike on the weekend.
It takes two to tango, and we want to reach a solution as quickly as possible.
In a statement to City News, the Bus and Metro Operators Union pointed fingers at what they call chronic underfunding of the public transport systems by the province, adding, François Legault and Jonathan Julien have all the cards in their hands to break this deadlock, put in the little that is needed to reach an agreement to ensure the sustainability of public transit in Quebec's largest city. Meanwhile, at the National Assembly, Labour Minister Jean Boulet says he's disappointed in the decision, but still holds out hope that negotiations will pull through. I am reasonably optimistic that we will reach an agreement in principle, and that we will unfortunately avoid a weekend that would be so chaotic. Premier François Legault also weighed in Thursday morning, confirming that all opposition parties, except for Québec Solidaire, are ready to fast-track Law 14. But the government will not impose a gag order to force it through if the vote fails. This is obviously bad for all workers, especially those who have less money to pay themselves an Uber.
With the rain, also, it's not really the perfect condition.
It's no good. It's hard on us. They should have a very good deal with the government and finish soon this problem.
In Montreal, Zachary Cheung, City News.